Hello, welcome to the CraftStash live broadcast. I'm Jeanette. Happy Friday. Can't believe this week has finally ended. It just seemed like a really long week. Not stressful, but just kind of long. So hopefully you're super excited that it's Friday. We're always so happy for our live broadcast because we love to share new products. We love to share demonstrations and also prizes. And we're here every Friday broadcasting simultaneously to Facebook and YouTube. And we're gonna have some great giveaways as usual, so make sure to tag your friends, share this broadcast, also say hello, let us know where you're watching from, what you've been crafting this week, and I'm going to be reading your comments throughout. And let's see. Yeah, so make sure you tag your friends because lately we've been doing on-air giveaways, but we've also been doing giveaways after the broadcast that allow people that can't catch us live to still enter to win some of those prizes. And we've got an awesome giveaway today, which is valued at over 120 pounds, I believe. Yeah, lots of great prizes for you guys. And let me say hello to some people before we move on. All right, so we are streaming to YouTube successfully, hooray! And Shauna is helping us behind the scenes. Say hello, Shauna.
Hello.
She's helping us with the cameras today. Yay, hello, Jessie, Pooja, Mrs. Stationery and Stuff. Mrs. Stationery and Stuff is watching from Cardiff in Wales. And then switching over to Facebook. Sorry, just taking a second. There we are, yay! This is so exciting when we are able to stream to both Facebook and YouTube, because some people don't have YouTube accounts, or some people don't have Facebook accounts. And if you would also be so kind, if you haven't liked our Facebook page, then you can like our CraftStash Facebook page. And also, if you haven't subscribed to our CraftStash YouTube channel, now is a good time to do that. Hello, Sue and Debbie, Xanda, Michelle, Hazel, Christine, Rashmi. Ooh, Rashmi is watching from India. Amazing. Hello, Caroline, Lorna, hello, Yolandi is watching from South Africa. Alice Baker is watching from Orlando, Florida. Wow, we're like worldwide, guys. This is so exciting. Jill Beatty, hello. She says she's looking forward to the demos. Yes, we have quite a few demos today, and I am confident that we will get to all of them today. Jules says that she's trying to watch silently at the hospital clinic. Karen Hartley is watching from the Northeast. And she said it'd be amazing to win so she could make something fabulous for Mother's Day. Hooray! Well, thank you. Keep the comments coming. And we're going to move on to our new products that we have to share with you. So today is all about Pretty Quick Friday. And if you're not familiar with Pretty Quick, it is an exclusive brand to CraftStash. And the cool thing about the Pretty Quick brand is that it's perfect for quick makes, hence the name Pretty Quick. And if you are like a crafter that likes to do like bulk projects, maybe for charity, or if you do like craft boutiques or craft fair shows, then the Pretty Quick range is perfect because the dies are like, you know, quick one pass dies, and you can make cards in bulk and really quickly. So Pretty Quick, hence the name Pretty Quick. So yeah, so make sure to take a look at the full range. I'm going to show you some of the new stuff and also kind of refresh your memory about some of our past releases, because we have a 15% discount on all Pretty Quick using the code, I believe it's Pretty15. Yes, thank you, Shauna. Looking at my show notes for reference. Oh, it's on the bottom. There it is. Yay. Well done, Shauna. Shauna makes her little banners that are flashes too. All right, so in the past we have released maybe you'll remember some of these because I think they were shared on past Facebook live broadcasts. So we have things like the paper cut birds collection. I don't know if you remember these dies. They're like intricate, beautiful birds, like a swan. I think there's a swan, an eagle, a hawk, A dove, so really pretty. Let me show these on the close-up cam to refresh your memories. Let me know if you are one of the original viewers that remembers seeing these when they first released. Such a long time ago. And what's great is that you can get these for 15% off with the code Pretty15. Nice. So we've got that from our past releases. And then we have also some sentiments, which are really great. These are A6 size sentiments, but they're jam-packed. And I don't know if maybe you missed these, but these are really cool. So lots of sentiments there for all occasion cards. Really nice font. Also, you can get 15% off of those. Super fun. And then another one of our pretty quick releases, which you might have missed. It was awesome. I don't think I presented these. Maybe it was Claire Rogers last year. It is the Inspiring Quotes collection. So this was a set of A6 size stamps and also coordinating embossing folders, and they just had really cool sentiments. So these are them. Do you guys remember these? They're so cool. So it comes with a coordinating embossing folder. You get some really beautiful sentiments, inspiring quotes. And these are great. I'm going to do a demo with these later. But like I said, Pretty Quick is great for creating really quick cards and projects and makes. You can do them in bulk. You might want to check out our angel policy as well, because I believe you can use these for craft fairs and whatnot. So if you are a craft fair person, attendee, yeah, then you can definitely make some beautiful and quick projects with Pretty Quick. And then this one is our latest Pretty Quick release. This is the Aperture collection, and this comes with an intricate, an ornate frame, plus a little aperture die, as well as a stamp set, and they are stunning, and I have some inspiration here to share with you. So these, let me show this one first. This is my favorite. This is the Just For You, and look at that. It's so beautiful. Isn't it fancy, Shauna? Mm-hmm. It's gorgeous, gorgeous. And I will do a demonstration with that in just a bit. And then also this one is really fun, and I have a card here. Let me show you that card. So see, even though it's a frame, you can still snip into it. These are very snippable dies, and you can snip into it and you don't necessarily have to create something in a square. You can just die cut that and snip it, and create a nice little silhouette for a birthday card, silhouette effect for a birthday card. Super quick and easy to do. And I believe the dies are $11.99, but with the 15% discount, if you use Pretty15 at checkout, that's $10.19. So a deal, deals on deals. And then this one is the birthday wishes, so another floral frame. Beautiful, and I believe this is the one. I believe Paola made this, Paola Pascual, and she made that beautiful inky background, and then die cut this frame out of black. Just layered it on top. Super easy, very effective. I like it, just like it says on the box. Impressive results at once. And then let me show you this one. I didn't show you this one, sorry. That's the Just For You. That's probably my fave. Super easy, and I have a YouTube tutorial on how to make this card on the CraftStash YouTube channel. Super easy, quick. Easy and breezy, easy breezy. Easy breezy. Let's see what you are saying about these Pretty Quick products. Everyone's still saying hello to each other. I love it how you say hello to us, and then you're also saying hello to your friends. My comments are not updating. That's all right. Oh, there we go. There we go. Carolyn Reynolds says that she's loving the birthday wishes. Lily Newsom, gorgeous dies. Dion Penny says, so pretty. Pamela Stubbs says, hi, only just turned in. She's watching from Crew. Hazel Markland says, pretty too. Samantha James, so pretty and versatile dies. Tom McCormick says that he's stuck at work, so can't stay on, but we'll share to groups before I go and hope everyone has a great weekend. Yes, and Tom, make sure to watch the replay. Everyone watch the replay for additional chances to win. And let me tell you about those prizes. Prizes. So we have 3 prize bundles to give away today. Again, valued at over 120 pounds, sorry. And you're gonna get 1 we're giving away live on air, and then 2 you'll have until midnight to enter. So your friends can still enter by watching the replay, which I think is nice because, I don't know, we wanna give everyone a shot to win. So we've got 3 prizes. They're all gonna be identical bundles, so it's going to include one of the aperture dies, beautiful, and then it's going to include one of the inspiring quotes bundles, so it's going to have the inspiring quote, stamp sentiment, and also the coordinating embossing folder. This is so fun. And then 2 paper cut birds, and then, oh, lastly, I forgot to mention, this is another release, pretty quick release, the Scenescape collection, which let me show you some of these stencils. So they're 6x6 stencils, and again, perfect for creating quick backgrounds. And they're actually going to do a stencil demo because I feel like stencils get kind of get forgotten about. It's something that I don't use very often, but like when I use stencils, I'm like, yes, stencils, old friends. I forgot about you guys. So yeah, so you'll each get a stencil, 2 of the paper cut birds, an inspiring quotes bundle, and also one of the aperture sets that are the most recent release. Exciting stuff. Aren't those prizes great? Such great prizes. All right, and here are the, let me just show these to you all in a little bundle. So here are the Scenescape, and let us know if you remember when these were first released way back in the day when, I think these might have been when we were still broadcasting from the meeting room, our boardroom back at the main office. Way back when. So super fun designs, right? Aren't these cute, Shauna? Mm-hmm. Do you love them? Do you need all of them? Yes. Yes, she needs them all. All right, now to enter the giveaway, you just have to answer the question. I will let you know what the question is. Not gonna forget this time. So I'm just trying to get reorganized for our demonstrations, which we have 3 planned today, and I hope to get through all of them. So let me just make sure everything is nice and in order. So yeah, check out the Pretty Quick range on CraftStash. Again, perfect for quick makes if you are into making bulk makes for charity or maybe craft fairs, or maybe you have an Etsy shop. These are perfect. Perfect because, again, impressive results at once. Ooh, these birds. These paper cut birds were seriously one of my faves. And let me show you before I announce the giveaway question. These were some of my favorite cards that I made. I kept them. They're so nice. So this is the paper cut birds collection. Super easy. Just die cut that from like teal cardstock and just put a little bit of gilding polish on top and then a little bit of glitter, and I was done in a flash. And then here's another one. This is a little parrot, and I used some Nouveau drops and also some glitter for that background. It doesn't really show up on camera, but it looks like hard candy. Really fun and super easy to make as well. And then this one as well, inky background, and then die cut that eagle. Is that an eagle or a hawk? I think it's the eagle. And just die cut that from black and glued it on top. Fast and quick makes. So just wanted to show those to you. Maybe you remember them from the first time we shared them. All right. Kelly Smith, love those. Vanessa Graham says, I'm imagining the cards to make with the stencil. Sue Lloyd loves the stencils. Sarah Louise Rowland says, lovely prizes, beautiful cards. Aw, thank you guys. Vanessa Graham says, oh wow, the Super Cut Bird card, the first one is so sparkly. It's amazing. Yes, it's It was just so easy to make. All right, and over on YouTube, I just opened it again and all these comments came up. It's saying, I think we're still okay on YouTube. I'm getting comments still, so hopefully there is not an error. Hopefully it's broadcasting all right. Susan Pollock says, really lovely cards. Thank you, Susan. Jan's Creation says, that's so pretty. All right, so yeah, on my phone, it's still showing 16 people watching on YouTube. Yeah, looking good. All right, sorry, we thought there was an error, but there was not. Pooja says, I love pretty quick dies. She bought tons during Christmas time, and these look great. Yes. And Jude Tompkins says, can't believe I'm watching you live today. Loving the products. Yay, thank you. So glad you guys like them. And make sure to take advantage of that 15% discount. I don't know the expiration date on that. Shauna, do you happen to know when it expires? I think it's 1 week, so you've got time. You've got time. But you want to also be quick in case they sell out. All right, so before we get to our demos, got to announce the giveaway question. Now, the giveaway question is, just leave a comment and you'll be entered for a chance to win one of 3 pretty quick prize bundles. So the question is, actually, is it a question? It is a question. Name a person that you think would benefit from the Pretty Quick brand range. So this person can be like a beginner, maybe somebody that says they're too busy to start crafting, which if you can make really quick cards with the Pretty Quick brand, right? So that's just an excuse. So let us know if you know somebody like that, like who's that person, or maybe you know somebody who makes a ton of charity cards. So they would totally benefit from this range because you can make really quick cards. Again, pretty quick cards. So tag a person, name them, let us know who this person is and why you think they would benefit from this Pretty Quick range. Good? All right. And I will read some of your answers during the demonstrations. Okay, let me move things out of the way. So today I'm going to be, they're not all die cutting demonstrations, but if I do die cut, it'll be on the Sizzix Express, which is an automated die cutting machine. So you put your dies inside, and then you just push the button, and it rolls through. And I think it's really quiet. It's a really quiet machine. Very impressive. So this is back in stock on CraftStash. So make sure, it's been out of stock for a while, but it is back with a vengeance. So make sure to check out the CraftStash site. All right. Nope, sorry. Wrong demo. Sorry, guys. Oh, switch over to the top-down camera. Let me switch on the light so you can see. Okay, so I wanted to start off with the stencils, because like I said, stencils are like, they're just like, not forgotten friends, but you just remember like, yeah, why don't I use stencils more? They're awesome. So I'm gonna make this card. Super easy, easy breezy. Let me show that on a close-up camera. Sorry, Shauna. So we're gonna make that beautiful stenciled scene, and I'm gonna be using By the Sea stencils, and it's a 6x6 stencil. So to start off, let me just get all my supplies situated. I have a piece of white cardstock, and I'm gonna be using different distress inks to color my stencil. So I've got my little tins here with all of my distress ink colors. I just want to show you this because this is so cute. So I loaned these to Paula because she needed them for a project, and when she gave them back to me, she had organized them like so perfectly. She said she loves rainbows and she just organized those, and I thought that was adorable. And now I'm trying my hardest to keep them as like orderly as she organized them for me. Sorry, just getting rearranged here. All right, now for my inky tools, my blending tool that I'm going to be using today, and I'm super excited about these. It's these mini daubers, And these are from Sticks 2, and they just go on your finger. They're so cute. And then you just color with these. And usually when I do demos, I use either like smoothie blenders or a mini ink blending tool. But I wanted to try these little mini daubers because this stencil has, it's got a lot of detail. Probably can't see that there. So it has a lot of detail, right? And if you use a bigger foaming, like a foaming, not a foaming dauber, a foam tip dauber. So if you use something smaller like this, then you can get in all those details without like, you know, ruining your colors with a bigger sponge, if that makes any sense. So those are really cool and they're available on the CraftStash website. So now I don't want my stencil to shift around, so I need some washi tape to secure it to my cardstock. So just going to use some washi tape here to add, to just make sure that this doesn't budge, because there's so much beautiful coloring involved and we just want to make sure that we don't mess up. All right, so here are my daubers, and then I'm just gonna pick some colors. So I started off with the sunset. Beautiful scene, makes me miss California a little bit. And I'm gonna pick 2 colors of yellow to do my sun. When you're coloring, when you're watercoloring, or when you're like, even with like alcohol marker coloring, it's good to use 2 shades of the same color to get just kind of like a nice depth. And I don't know, it just makes it look, it makes your image look less flat. So let me actually start, no, I'll just start with this one. So I'm going to be using mustard seed and wild honey. So I'm going to open that up and just put my little dauber. Look how cute this is. It's so easy. All right, and then I'm just gonna start going in little circular motions over my stencil. Hopefully you can see that all right. And so I'm gonna go from the lighter color, which is mustard seed. And then I'm going to blend into the wild honey on the edges of these beautiful sun rays. Now, if you are, again, like a crafter that makes cards in bulk, or maybe you're making these for a craft boutique or a show, or maybe you send out like springtime cards or something to a lot of people, then you could kind of almost do like an assembly line, honestly, and just have just make these, maybe not with the stencil, but like with the other cards. It's so, with the other dies, it's easy to make cards, lots of cards quickly. All right, so I'm happy with that. Ooh, let me put some on the water, just a little bit of yellow on the water reflecting the sunlight. And then I'm gonna move over to wild honey. And I'm gonna do that at the edges of the sun rays. How's it looking, Shauna?
It's looking good.
Yeah? All right, and if you go outside the line, it's fine because you can just trim this down outside of your stencil. These daubers are cool. I'm sure some of you already have the daubers. This isn't part of the giveaway question. It's just me being nosy, but I would love to know like what your favorite blending tools are. Is it the mini ink blenders? Is it the daubers? There's also like blending brushes. What's your fave? Look at that sunset coming along. Show you on the closer up. Yeah, looking good. All right, so now we can move over to the, let's do the water next. And for the water, I would like peacock feathers and then broken china. Broken china is one of my faves. So we just open that up. Got another dauber here. And I've been mixing like the colors with my dauber and like it's fine. It hasn't, excuse me, it hasn't affected the color payoff or anything. So you could totally mix. So you can have like one dauber for blue Do you know what I mean? It's gonna be fine. And then we've got some sailboats here on the ocean. So I'm avoiding the sailboats. Is that an ocean or a lake, you think? I think it's an ocean. It's an oceanfront property. Oh, and then we can do our clouds as well. Put a little color on our clouds. And again, this color, the blues that I'm using are broken china and peacock feathers. And for the yellows in the sunset, it was wild honey and mustard seed. All right, and now I'm going to move on to, let me actually grab a darker color because I want it to really show up that there's a light shade and a darker shade. So this is Faded Jeans. And I'm just gonna go on certain sections of my little waves here. And also this part here with the reflection. And some on my clouds as well. Kind of look like a little like storm cloud almost. Now this would be, isn't this easy for like a beginner project? Would you be intimidated to try this, Shauna?
No.
No, right? Super easy, and I feel like all the pretty quick range. It's good for beginners as well. So if you've been wanting to get like your friends into crafting and they're resisting, then maybe you should get them one of these stencils and just let them borrow your inks and have them give it a try. I think they would definitely love it. It's a good place to start. All right, so now I want to move on to, let's do the grassy knoll, the grass in front of the house. So for that, I'm gonna use let's do peeled paint and mowed lawn. Peeled paint, mowed lawn. There we go. And we'll do the tree. So I'm starting first with the mowed lawn. Moving over to this tree. Doing this grass over here on this corner. I kind of wish this house was mine. Wouldn't it be amazing? Would you like to live near the ocean, Shauna?
Yeah.
Or like mountains? Or does that matter?
Over the ocean.
It's so pretty. Okay, so now I'm moving on to peeled paint. So this is the darker green, and I'm just gonna go, not all over the tree, just along the edge. Kind of, it's gonna give us some lights and some darks. Give us a little dimension, and then on this side, just a little here and there. Maybe some here in front of the house. And you can even use up to 3 colors, like 3 shades of green, to get some even more depth and dimension. And then now we can move on to the, what did you say these are? Like cliffs? I think those are like the cliffs. What do you think?
Like
Cliff edges, yeah. So I'm gonna do those in brown because I would assume that those are sandy. So I'm gonna use a tea dye for my lighter shade and rusty hinge for my darker shade. So I'll start off with the lighter one and just do those cliff edges. How's our time, Shauna? Since I can't look at the clock right now.
Half an hour.
All right, we shall hurry through. All right, so there's the light one, and this is the rusty hinge, so it's just a little bit darker. I'm wondering what color should we do our house. I kind of want to do it gray. On my original piece here, original card, I made it brown, but I'm kind of thinking like more of a gray would work. All right, so for my house, I'm going to switch it up and do pumice stone. And just do the roof of the house. Aren't these little daubers cool? Tell me what you think about the daubers. Also, don't forget to enter the giveaway for your chance to win one of 3 prize bundles. We're gonna announce one of the winners live on air, and then we'll announce our other 2 winners I guess it's gonna be tomorrow because it's on at midnight. It's up until midnight. And to enter that giveaway, all you have to do is answer the question. Name somebody, like who do you think would benefit from the Pretty Quick brand range? Somebody, maybe it's a newbie crafter that you've been wanting to get into crafting, so this would be a good start for them. Or maybe it's somebody you know that makes cards for charity. Let us know. Now what's cool about this stencil is if you want to leave out the birds, you can just not color over them. So that's a cool option. But I want my birds, and I'm actually going to use the pumice stone on them, and then I'm going to take a pen, a black tip, black ink pen, and then go over, just trace the stencil. I need a sail on my sailboat. Which color should I use? Red? Red? Let's go with red. So we're going to go with candied apple. Let's use the orange here. And that'll be my sail. Ooh. I think there was like some felt or fuzz on my inks and it just got really fuzzy for some reason. All right, so let me grab my pen just to outline the birds. I hope you guys are liking this demonstration. Let me know if you've ever, like if you use stencils often. What do you think about stencils? How do you use stencils? Do you ink them? I always forget that you can kind of just trace them like this with a pen. It's really fun. All right, so now we can remove our stencil. That's so cool, guys. Quick scene, and then we can add a sentiment. So I'm gonna grab the Thinking of You sentiment from the paper cut sentiment stamps, which I think these are $4.99, but again, you can use the 15% discount, which is Pretty 15, and get a 15% discount off of that. And for my ink, I'm gonna be using VersaFine ink and Onyx Black, which is one of my favorite inks because it's super juicy. All right, I'm just gonna stamp that right there, right off the shore. Thinking of you. Cool. What do you think? What do you think, Shauna? Wasn't that cool? It was so fast, guys. All right, so now next what you would do, which I want to make sure to get to the rest of the demo, so I'm not going to complete this demo, but you would just trim this, add it to a card blank. So here, just like a card blank, trim it down, tie some twine like for texture here, like I did with this one, and you're done. Easy, easy, so quick. Perfect project for a beginner. All right, let me get oh no. I don't want to put these distressings away, so I'm gonna do it the wrong way. I don't want Paula to get mad at me. All right, we're just gonna push these to the side and I will clean up after because I want to make sure to get to the other demonstrations. Let me read some comments. Yay. And don't forget also to tag your friends, share with your friends so that they can enter the giveaway. Anna Rowe says she said this is her first time watching anything live and this is great for a first choice and this set would come in very useful and extremely handy. Oh, Mrs. Stationery and Stuff, this is her entry for the giveaway. She says her little boy Owen, as he's just gotten to art journaling with me and even has his own art journal and would love him to make cards with me as he already knows how to use my die cutting machine. Yeah, so for kids as well, for your kiddos or for your grandkids, Pretty Quick is a good place to start. Pooja says, quick and pretty, just like the name. Yes. It's so aptly named. And over on Facebook, Sometimes my comments, maybe it's just my phone, it just doesn't refresh as quickly. Okay. Tracy Martindale says that she's just looking at the range on the site too, and what a fabulous range. Yes, so she's checking out pretty quick on CraftStash. Pamela Stubb says those daubers are great. You can have one for every color of distress ink. Yes, and it would make it so much easier than having to change the pads on the distress tool. Yeah, so really fun. I just like putting them on my fingers. Super great. All right, so let's move on to our next demo. Yay. I hope you like the demos. Demos are fun. So for this one, I'm going to be using the inspiring quotes. So this is a previous release, pretty quick release. So this is says, life is not about waiting for the storm to pass, but learning to dance in the rain. So what's cool about this is I'm not going to make a card. I'm going to make a little home decor piece, a framed home decor piece. And again, this is good for, let's say you want to make a bunch of Christmas gifts, or perhaps you want to sell some of these. That would be great. Great for that. All right, so for this, I'm going to be using my Tim Holtz travel size platform. I cannot find my regular size one. I don't know where it is. Shauna, have you seen it? Yeah, I don't know where it went. Okay, and I'm going to be using blue cardstock. Now for when I first did this project, which I will show you in just a bit, the completed sample, I used just a regular stamp block. So just because you don't have a travel sized platform, it doesn't mean that you can't use. Do you know what I mean? I still was able to stamp this perfectly with just a regular acrylic block. Of course, it has to be a larger block, because otherwise your stamp sentiment won't fit on there. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna do some heat embossing, which is always, I remember when I was really scared of heat embossing. It was so scary and intimidating, but now not so much. All right, and then I have my paper, got my magnets on there, so hopefully my paper won't shift around too much. And then I have my little anti-static bag here, which I believe is filled with like chalk or something chalky that removes the static from your paper so that you don't, so that the embossing powder doesn't fuse anywhere else but on your embossing ink. Go on that little bit. All right. And then I have my stamp here. I'm just going to place it there, face down. That looks good. I'm going to close my platform. Ooh, it's not sticking right there on that corner. That was weird. All right, and then for my embossing ink, I'm using Wow Embossing Pad Clear Ultra Slow Drying Ink. This is one of my favorite inks. It's super duper juicy. I've had this for a while and it's still super juicy. I love it. Okay. Now this one you can definitely do in bulk. You can just have a bunch of papers here already trimmed and just do like an assembly manufacturing line here and just make a bunch of these at once, and you can use them for card fronts, or as I'm going to show you, like just a quick picture frame, like a home decor piece. Making sure that's nice and juicy. All right, and then we're going to close our platform. Press down. Oops. That the magnet here was blocking. Sorry, it's just blocking the thing from closing. There we go. I think that did it. So make sure your magnets are not in the way when you close that. All right, we need to ink this up again. It's missing in that center here. We need some more ink in the center, which is usually the case when you're stamping. It seems like the edges get a nice impression, but it's always that center that's a little bit of a challenge. But what's great about this stamping platform is you can just ink your stamp set over and over again until you get a nice impression. Now with embossing ink, it's kind of like a clear ink. You can't really see it. It leaves just like a faint watermark. So you probably, can you see that? So see there, we're missing, oh, gotta get some more ink on that, on this little section here. I think a stamping platform has definitely like revolutionized stamping. I know for me, it's made it less scary, especially with larger stamps, which I feel like it's easier to mess up your stamping when you have a larger design like this. But with the stamping platform, your paper doesn't budge, so you can just keep inking up those areas. I think also this desk is a little bit bowed. So when I push down, it just doesn't have that proper support, but let's see. I'm feeling confident about that. Nope, it's still that little section right there. No worries, guys. This is the last one. I think this is gonna be it. It's just right here, this little section that's missing. That's not getting the ink it needs. All right, and for my embossing powder today, I'm gonna be using a Nouveau embossing powder in blue, which is really beautiful. It's a really vibrant design. Sorry, just trying to get that section in the middle. Do you guys remember the broadcast maybe with Kath a few months ago where I'm like, Kath, can you push this on the floor where it's not, where my desk is not gonna bow? That should do it. That's good. It's just that the T on the about. Let me just push down on both sides. There we go. That's better. All right, so see, it's a very faint little stamp impression there. And now, move this out of the way. Ooh, there's such a mess on my desk. Look at the mess, Shauna. I have to clean it up. I'll clean it up after the podcast. All right. So there is my embossing powder, Nouveau embossing powder, and the color is Blue Odyssey. So I've got a piece of scrap paper here to catch my excess powder. I'm just gonna sprinkle it on top. I like to like sprinkle it on the edge and then watch it like slide down. I don't know why. There are other ways to do this. Of course, you can just like make sure you cover all your image like this. But I just like watching it trickle down the edge. All right, give it a little flick. Put that to the side, save my excess here. Put it carefully back in the jar. That's good. I got some on my desk. That's okay. I'll sweep that off later. All right, and now there's some excess powder on my design where I didn't want it to go, but that's all right. I have a clean, dry brush here. It kind of has like an angle. I don't remember where I got this brush. Probably on CraftStash. And I'm just going to wipe off the excess powder. And then I also have my embossing ink pen, which also is one of those things that I think every crafter should have. So after I'm done melting this, if there's like any spots that I think, you know, like I need to go back with over with my pen, like any details that were missed out, then you can use the embossing pen. And I'm going to be using my Wow Dual Heat embossing tool, heat tool. Not just for embossing, actually, you can use it for like drying, quick drying, like if you're into mixed media. So it's got 2 settings. It's available on CraftStash now. I think it's $21.59 on CraftStash. I believe so. It is. It's got 2 settings, a low and a high. We're gonna do the low. And hopefully you can still hear me over this sound. And we're just gonna melt the powder. Hopefully hopefully you will be able to see it change right before your eyes. It just melts and it gets kind of like a glossy finish. It's going. Now I can turn it on the higher speed and they'll get even hotter, but it's kind of like super hot and I don't want to burn my fingers or burn my paper, so I just use the lower setting. But it's nice to know that I have that option for the higher setting as well. Mesmerizing. I don't know if you love watching, I love watching embossing turn. It's just so satisfying and mesmerizing. It's melting. Yay. Now you could also use 2 different embossing powder colors on this. So what you would do is just sprinkle one powder first, right? And then save the excess and then grab your second color and then sprinkle like another section of it to get kind of like an ombre effect. And you can do multiple colors of this and you can kind of do them in like stripes as well. I believe I have a YouTube video on the CraftStash channel on how to do that, just like the multicolored feed embossing, which is always fun. There it goes, melts away. How are we looking on time, Shauna? Okay. We've got to hurry this up. All right. There it goes. Hooray! That's looking good. Okay, so I'm gonna let that dry. Wave it around so it cools down. And now we can emboss this. I need to trim this down though, because it has that coordinating embossing folder, right? So the embossing folder is cool because it has only like certain words. Only certain words have that embossing, right? The texture. So when you emboss it, it's gonna make certain words like really pop out, which I think is really innovative. Innovative. I think it's just so cool. How it's only on like certain words that it's gonna do it. All right. So then grab our embossing folder, make sure that that's lined up. So you just line up your design. Ooh, it's a little shifty at the bottom. This is probably the most difficult part, is lining it up. Okay, and then we're gonna run it through. Gotta remove this one to make sure we're on the embossing option on our Sizzix Big Shot Express, which is in stock, back in stock on CraftStash. All right, and then we're just gonna roll that through. It's so quiet. I love it. I seriously think this might be the quietest electronic die cutting machine in the world. All right. So now what you get, let me show it on the close-up cam. So hopefully you can see the raised texture of not only the heat embossing, but like on the back, you can see the embossing, the heat embossing, but also the embossing folder. And then what you do is just grab a picture frame. So I have a picture frame here with some teal, a piece of teal cardstock that's cut to the size of the picture frame. And then we just grab our, where'd it go? There you are. Grab our adhesive, Cosmic Shimmer Dries Clear Glue, one of our favorites here at CraftStash. Ooh, I might need my little pin. There it goes. Ooh, my tummy wants to rumble. It's like lunchtime. Lunchtime for us. All right, there we go. Glue that down. Put a frame. Close it up. And you get easy breezy little home decor piece. What do you think? Shauna, tell me what you think about it.
Very nice.
Like super good for a quick gift?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? Mm-hmm. Or like you just want to make something pretty for yourself, like really quickly? Oh my gosh, this desk is a mess, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed that. So again, that's the inspiring quotes range. And pretty quick range. And of course you can get 15% off. Let's see what our time is looking like. Oh, I don't think we have time for that second demo. Third demo. Man, we did a lot of demos today. So let me just show you what it was. So what I did, back to the top down, Shauna, thank you. So what I did was I created this ink blended background using some Distress oxides. And then I die cut one of the aperture panels. I believe this is the Just For You one. Look how gorgeous that is. It's stunning. And then there's also the other one. But there's also, you know, that birthday one from that other card. And then you just die cut that, layer it on top. Look how cool that is. So easy. And then if you wanted to use two designs, I thought that this would look really pretty as well. So like two of those two of the designs together. And then if you use some foam tape, wouldn't that be cool? So cool. And then I found that this foam tape, which is on CraftStash, it's a silicone foam tape. So it's cool because it's clear and it's really thin. So you can add that like right along the edges and it wouldn't like show as much as like, you know, white foam tape because it's clear. So that's also available on CraftStash, super fun. But yeah, you can just layer these up and then put it on a card front. Fast guys. All right. Sorry for the, let me turn this off, it's a little bright. So hope that wasn't too rushed. The good thing about the, having these broadcasts on the like you can watch the replays later if, you know, you're like, what did she say again? Just replay it. Okay, let's see if we have our winners. Hooray, we have a winner, our on-air winner. So again, we have 3 prize bundles. It's going to be one of the Aperture collection. I'm not going to find them. There's a mess. So one Aperture collection die, one Aperture die. 2 of the paper cut birds, a stencil, and also an inspiring quote set. So the stamp set and also the embossing folder. So also don't forget to share this broadcast so that people, your friends, and you can also still enter up until midnight tonight. And good luck to those other, because we got 2 more prizes to give away. Again, you can enter all the way until midnight tonight. So good luck to everybody. And the winner is Sharon Hudson. Hooray! She says her mother would love this. She's just starting out crafting again after retiring and needs something to occupy her free time. These dies are quick, easy, and effective and would just be perfect for a beginner. Yes, agreed. Hooray! Well, I felt like that was rushed, but it wasn't rushed. Anyway, thank you so much for watching and for commenting and for sharing this broadcast with your friends. Have a great weekend, and we will see you next Friday at 1 p.m. Don't forget to take advantage of the Pretty 15 discount on the Pretty Quick range. Bye.